to the Dickson 5th annual Dickson here at Family Billiards in San Francisco. We're on the second day of matches in the final 16 players. Still on the winner's side. The match you're seeing right now is Mika IMMONEN versus Vilmos. They are racing to 7.
Okay. Back with you now. Mica versus Vilmos. This is the first rack. Mica down on the 9 ball. She goes. It's 1-0. And this is also a winner's side match, guys. A little earlier I checked, it was 4-3 Jason Williams on Francisco Bustamante. I'm not sure what's going on now, but I do see Jason at the table. That was like 10 minutes ago, so I would imagine that match is getting close to the hill. If you want. Yeah. We were going to have the winner of Jason's match play against Dennis Orcollo on this feature table, but we didn't think it'd be fair necessarily for Dennis to play on the same table twice. So anyway, Vilmos, by the way, is a top-ranked player for the Mezwa State Tour. He's a 2006 junior world champion, and he's now in his early 30s. He is strafing the table, makes the 1 ball in the corner pocket on the break. And he's got a shot on the 2 to the side. So I'm hearing the audio's a little low, so how's that, guys? I think that should be a little better. We should be, to the best of my knowledge, I think we should be okay. Okay, a bank shot played by Vilmos. Good shot. Held for position on the 7 to the corner. Oh gosh, it was way off. So the 8 ball kind of comes to the 8 of Vilmos FOLDES. And Mica's going to have to shoot for the corner. It goes. Where's the cue ball going? Now he's tough. He can shoot this to the side pocket. But no easy task. Unless you're Mika IMMONEN, a world champion. And that'll be 2-0. We also have Steve Lingelbach is about to start a match with Santos Sambajon. He's just warming up a little bit. Unless it's, is that 3-0, Tanner? I think it is. Yeah, it looks like 3-0. Steve is on the 7, shooting the 6. On the 6, shooting the running out. Now he's on the 7. And the 9 ball is next. And Steve gets his first game on the board against Santos. It's 3-1 Santos in a race to 7. And that's from the 1-loss side. Lee Brett and Delbert Wong are hill-hill, engaged in a safety battle with each other. That is a winner's side match as well. Frank Roberts and Greg Harada are hill-hill. And Frank Roberts is shooting. Rylan Hartnett and Gus Brazano are 1-1. Rylan shooting at the 8 ball. Some great matches. This is definitely an event you should be at in person watching these matches. And here we go. Vilmos with a tough spread. I'm not sure, but looks like the 4 ball's covered by the 9, so that 4 ball is going to be the task at hand for him, for Vilmos. And it looks like Lee Brett just defeated Delbert Wong in that hill-hill match. So Delbert now gets knocked to the 1-loss side. Jason Williams is sitting, waiting for Francisco Bustamante to return from a break. So it's quite possible that they are in a hill-hill scenario. And that's from the 1-loss side. So now back to this 4-9. I think Vilmos is trying to see if this 9 ball is makeable. I don't really think there's a way for him to cut this 4 without maybe kind of going in off the 8. So he's he's got to manufacture the right angle. Look at this. How do you like that? Now this shot might require a referee, but what's this? Oh my goodness! Oh, my man Grasshopper just showed up with a assorted box of C's candies. My goodness. Hey, maybe we get C's Candies to work with us next year. What a nice gesture. A pound of chocolate. That's dangerous. Meanwhile, Vilmos lays a good safety on Mica. Just rolled, you know, thin the 4 and roll the cue ball up table. So here we are. Mica taking an intentional foul because there's no pocket available for the 4. So that's a smart shot. But this tournament is 3 foul rule. So Vilmos is going to try to drag this out for Mica and put him to the test. And that's possibly why you saw Mica put the 5 to the rail, because his next shot, he may very well break these balls away, preventing Vilmos from playing a third safety. But don't get it twisted, guys. Mica's going to put something else to the rail when he does this. So Vilmos is going to kind of put some thought into this. He's setting it up. I think he knows he's going to be safe, so he's going to try to stick Mica right on the rail. No rail at all. He's just trying to make the ball almost impossible to hit. So, what do you do here? Tie up the 5 and the 6? Try to hit the ball? Oh no, wow. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember Vilmos FOLDES getting into a very similar safety battle that was very popular on YouTube. I don't think this is the situation that's going to happen, but I think Mica has prevented Vilmos from playing another difficult safety. Are we going to see Vilmos give ball in hand now? Okay, so here we are. This is the situation at hand. Mica is on 2 fouls. So Vilmos has basically, this is deja vu. I don't know how he's going to do this. He's going to have to try to hit this ball. Mica's got ball in hand. Can we zoom that in a little? Okay, I'm going to see if we can't zoom this in. So, Mica doesn't want to give up the game. He's got to make an attempt. I mean, just as, you know, you got to make your backers happy. And he's looking at this, and, I mean, you know, he can jump shot his way out of this somehow. This is deja vu, guys. This is the same. I can't remember the opponent that Vilmos had. I think it was a young Taiwanese player during the World Junior Championships that was televised. But we have ourselves a sort of exactly same situation. So, what do you do?
Do you think Mica watches enough like viral videos to know?
Geraldine asking me, do I think Mica's watched enough viral videos to know that about this scenario? Like, do you think he's sitting in the same situation? I mean, this is like this is historical that we're in this situation. So it was a Vietnamese player, yeah. Long Chi Dong, yeah. Long Chi Dong, the Vietnamese player, and you know, the same scenario. It was up the rail a little higher, and the difference with this scenario and that scenario is that up the rail a little higher, Long Chi Dong was able to jump and not foul anywhere because the cue ball had somewhere to go. But in this particular situation, if you jump this ball and make contact with the 4 legally, there's no telling where the cue ball is going to go. I don't know what he's doing.
Sorry.
You're all right, man. Mika got a little upset. Raked the balls and almost caught my left eye. What the hell? Okay, so let's get back to 1 here. That is going to be a 2-1. Mika still in the lead with 2 games, but you know, he played. He was creative here. He was creative. He tried to sort of launch the ball off the rail instead. Very difficult situation, and I don't know. I can imagine players maybe setting that scenario up and trying to find their way out of it. Maybe you guys can make a viral video and repeat those steps and see if you can get out of that situation. I think Vilmos probably set up a 100% winner. What a great game that was. That was a great game. So 2-1. Mental note, don't get in a safety battle with Vilmos. Unless you're Long Chi Dong. Yes. So, Vilmos trailing by 1 game. And I think he's got it clear. He's got this shot in the corner. So what happened between Boosty and, can you find out, Tanner? So what I'm hearing is that Boosty may have won that match between Jason Williams, he and Jason Williams. So Boosty did beat Jason Williams, and I believe it went hill-hill. So unfortunately, Jason is now out, and he'll take 13 through 16. Bustamante remains to play, and just an update on Steve Lingelbach and Santos Sambajon. They are now tied up at 3-3. Dennis Orcollo has just started his 1-loss match with Francisco Bustamante. They're in their first game, 0-0. And Greg Harada has just started his match with Lee Brett. So, and that is also a winner's side match. So once again, here we go. Back now to this match. We got Vilmos FOLDES and Mika IMMONEN finding themselves once again in a safety battle, but quite a different picture this time. No tied up balls as of yet. So, you know, I'd like to mention that situation that, look at this. That situation that Vilmos and Mika were in the last game is extremely rare. Extremely rare. So it's kind of a treat to see that. Yeah, it was definitely a Tanner Ruth saying, you know, that was definitely a chess battle. I think if anybody could have gotten out of that, you know, there's only 2, maybe 3 players in the world, maybe someone like Efren Reyes, who has, you know, not to knock Mica, because I know he put a lot of thought into it. I think actually Mica played the only possible shot, just failed to execute. You know, those are trick shots, you know. So, on the heels of Vilmos's kick shot on the 5 ball, Mica says, "See ya. Let's get to the next game." It's 3-1. We'd like to thank Tiger Products for working with the West Coast Swing and the 5th annual Cole Dickson Memorial 9 Ball, and remind you that we're going to be giving away a brand new Tiger Sneaky Pete and Jump Cue later today. So come on in and take part in the giveaway. And please check out tigerproducts.com. Ask them about their 20th anniversary cue, which is going to be finished soon. Yeah, I almost got knocked in the head, didn't I, with that cue ball? That's the closest I've ever gotten to seeing a cue ball come my way from the stream table. Huh?
Just want to make sure that you're awake.
Yeah. Mica lays a really good break and is played, I think, position for the 5 in the side. It'll go, but it's a little tricky. Yeah, he raked the ball and he meant to hit the back rail. Instead, you know, he used his pitching wedge on that one. Meanwhile, Mika IMMONEN's making this rack look easy. Problem ball taken care of. Good cue ball there, and this will put Mica ahead 4-1. There it is. So, Vilmos FOLDES will break now. Okay, now we do have a problem ball here. It's the 4 ball. It's down by the 9. Doesn't look like it passes the 9 to the corner. I could be wrong, though. So Mica is definitely shooting with authority right now. So take a look here. He's actually manufactured possible angle to break these balls out. Now, yeah, see what he's doing there. He's just checking out the return angle on the cue ball after it hits the 3. Now, if he comes into the 6, he might squeeze the 9 away, but that's not what he wants to do. He wants to I think he wants to hit the 9 and the 6 together. Wants to hit the 9 first. You know what? Yeah, and I think he will settle for that. He's good. He's getting down on the shot. That means he's good. A little springy there, but this is not unattainable for shape on the 6. He's trying to kill the ball a little bit. And it looks like he's got there too. This would be another clearance if Mica can execute these 4 balls. Smooth as silk. Yeah, he's got a good rhythm. When he's dialed in, he has got a great rhythm, and that's going to make it 5-1. Mica over Vilmos. Quick update for you. Dennis Orcollo and Francisco Bustamante. Dennis is up 3-0. Bustamante is racking. He will break. Santos Sambajón is now down 4-3 against Steve Lingelbach. So his 3-game lead that he had 15 minutes ago has changed dramatically. Steve has won the last 4 games. It looks like the score between Ryland Hartnett and Gus Brazeno is 3-3. Ryland his game has changed since last year. I have to tell you, the first time I met Ryland was at the Broken Rack in Emeryville, and to this day, I had a race to 5 with him, and to this day, I still believe that was one of the best matches of my life. We went hill, he won, but it's just a small race to 5, and I had probably one of the best matches ever against Ryland Hartnett. We played a couple of real long safety battles, but because of that, I've always had high hopes for Ryland, and it's great to see him show up to these events. Okay, this is going to be a lovely shot. I tell you what, this is one of Mica's famous shots, his power draw shots. Something went wrong. So he lets Vilmos back in. Vilmos gets a game. It's 5-2. So let's quickly gloss over the payouts for this event. I had mentioned earlier we have an $8,500 prize fund. It was comprised of $5,175 with amateurs, $800 worth of pros, and $2,525 added. No green fees at all in this event. So $8,500 for first place will be $2,500. Second place will be $1,600. Third place will be $1,000. Fourth place, $600. Fifth and sixth will each receive $400. Seventh, eighth will receive $300. Ninth through 12th, $200. And 13th through 16th, $150 each. And that equals $8,500 for the 2017 5th Annual Cole Dickson Memorial 9-ball tournament. Boosty gets on the board. It's 3-1, Dennis Orcollo, but Dennis is shooting. And now it's 4-1, Dennis against Boosty. Back to this. Well, it's like a jump shot there, but Mica springs out of his chair because he wants to get on the hill quickly. We hope you're enjoying this tournament. This is the launch of the West Coast Swing events and action. And the West Coast Swing is a string of events that take place prior to the BCA Nationals and the CSI US Open events in Las Vegas. This year, it's 16 days of events. And this is just day 2 of 16. So stay tuned to POVPOOL for more action for the next 14 days. Well, I fib a little. We're going to have 2 days of downtime in that. Tomorrow will be a day of downtime. But we will be back tomorrow. We will be back on the 4th of July for the California Billiards Pro 10 Challenge. Playing 10 ball, open to 24 players. We have a stellar list of players. We hope you join us on July 4th. Okay, so it's called Pro 10 because it's Pro 10 ball rules. Although we already have 15 professional players signed up for the event, we have opened the field up to some of the better players who want to take on some of those pros who may be deserving of a professional status. So we call it the Pro 10 Challenge. But it is an open event, open to anybody that wants to play, playing professional 10-ball rules. But it's a $300 entry, so choose your investments wisely. I'm sorry. I don't want to get involved in that match, no. Yes. So now it's 6-2. I didn't mean to kind of ramble on there during that great out by Mica. Pressure on Vilmos to make something happen. This is a winner's side match, guys, so a little help from the 8-ball. I think Vilmos is feeling the drums of victory for Mika IMMONEN. Steve Lingelbach and Santos Sambajon. It's 4 apiece, 4-4. Steve versus Santos. And a beautiful cut shot by Vilmos with a fortuitous roll, bumping the 3-ball, allowing for shape to the side pocket and natural position for the 4. So chances are good for Vilmos here. To lock down another game. Uh-oh. No, that's just me. Just me panicking. Boosty is down 5-2 against Dennis Orcollo. Gus Brazano and Rylan Hartnett, it's 4-4 over there. So, that ball sprang off the rails, didn't it? So now, Vilmos has a bit of a blood tester. And he misses. There are jump cues allowed in this tournament. Jump cues are allowed. You may have been mistaken. I did not say there are no jump cues in this tournament. Wow, look at this. Somebody open up these pockets. We did just finish broadcast of the Junior Norris events in Texas. That tournament was no jump cues. Also, shout out to everybody in Texas, Sherry Glenn, and the Norris family. Well, I think he's trying to do a little too much there. He didn't hit the 7 thin enough. So Mica can close this out right now. Okay, so here we go, folks. This will be one of Mika's famous power draw shots. And he gives it up. Vilmos, a gentleman, concedes the last 9 ball to make it 7-2. Mika IMMONEN takes it down. You're all right, man.
Good reflex, though.
Yeah. So Mika came back to apologize again for accidentally raking the cue ball in my direction. Anyway, congratulations to Mika IMMONEN. He takes this match against Vilmos FOLDES. And I'm going to toggle over. We've got, I think, a score of... I think we're going to catch Dennis Orcollo. It's going to be 6-2 Dennis against Blvd. I want to thank all of our sponsors who have stepped up to work with West Coast Swing events, Town Tips, the Town Break Jump Tip, and look out for the Town Chalk that's coming out. Also want to thank Tiger Products. Please check out their website. They are celebrating their 20th anniversary, and you can check them out at tigerproducts.com. You can check out their 20th anniversary queue if you ask them to send features. We also want to thank John Barton, jbcases.com, and encourage you to get your next case from JB Cases. Ultimate protection for your cues, and with coming in almost an infinite number of color combinations. You can build your own cue case at jbcases.com. We also want to thank Big Time Threads at bigtimethreads.com. And actually, we wanted to share with you a quick special from Big Time Threads as well. I will get back to that as soon as I find the promotion. And we also want to thank GoPlayPool.com for promotional support of the West Coast Swing, and remind you to download the Go Play Pool app to your phone or smart device, and find out when the next tournament is going to be in your area. Also, you can see those listings month to month. And we also want to thank our title sponsor for the West Coast Swing, West State Billiards. You can find out how to get a diamond table or any table in stock at 0% financing. Simply go in and get your, some little bit of background information, and you can get a brand new table with 0 down and low financing. Check it out at weststatebilliards.com. And with that, we're going to start another match on this table shortly. I don't think we're going to start the hot seat match, but Rodney Morris is here to warm up a little bit. So thanks again for watching the West Coast Swing events. This is the first of 6 events in total. Please check us out at POVPOOL.com. And I want to thank the Dickson family and Delbert Wong for hosting this, the 5th annual Cole Dickson Memorial Night Ball Tournament. I'm out.